What's up, YouTube? It's Wednesdays with the one and only Billy J. And this week on the Fab 5 Collab, we're going to be talking about advice for coming out. These are my 5 tips for coming out. Tip number 1, know yourself and accept yourself. Basically, come out to yourself first. There are a lot of struggles in being gay in the first place, from society, from your community, to even your family. So be comfortable with who you are as a LGBT person before you come out to anybody else. Tip number 2, gauge your situation. Feel around the subject with your family. Observe their viewpoints on the subject of the gay community. Bring up gays in a casual conversation and listen to what they say. Or try to think back on past conversations that you may have overheard or had with your family that brought up their views on the gay community. If your parents are complete homophobes and use derogatory language towards the gays, then you might want to take that into consideration of when or if you come out to your family. Tip number 3, come out when you are ready. Coming out isn't something that has to be done by a certain age. People come out at all ages. People come out when they're very young to adulthood. And sometimes people don't come out at all. Everyone is different, so just keep that in mind. Some YouTubers came out when they were in their teens, while others came out later in life. Like I myself came out when I was 27. Tip number 4 is come out privately. Come out to family members in ones or twos, but don't make this whole big spectacle to the whole family. Being gay is a private, personal matter and probably should be dealt in the same manner. For coming out to your parents, you can either come out to them both at the same time or by splitting them up and telling one at a time. Because sometimes one parent may need some coaxing into dealing with the situation. And remember, only you know your family situation. Tip number 5 is prepare yourself. In the coming out process, have the mentality of hope for the best but prepare for the worst. Every person has a different reaction to their child coming out. And some reactions may actually surprise you. For instance, a person you thought may be accepting of you being gay may actually turn out to not be accepting. For instance, a parent might be okay with someone else's child being gay, but when it's their own child, they don't like it. And prepare yourself by having a support group outside your family with close friends that are accepting of your being gay. And prepare yourself for having a place to go in case things go awry. And prepare for your family to need time and space to deal and comprehend this new situation. And hopefully accept it. And you, of course. And be prepared for your family to have already known. Because a lot of times the family already knows because they've known you since birth and they've observed you in certain nuances or certain situations that they've always known. And in the best case scenario, they are merely waiting for you to come out. But unfortunately, in the worst case scenario, they're hoping that you would not come out. Remember, no two coming out situations are ever the same. Family dynamics are different, family relationships are different, and family acceptance of one another is different in each and every family. Just remember, there is help out there if you need it. And there's always support, especially in the YouTube community. So those are my 5 tips for coming out. Those are mostly geared towards coming out to the family, but you could use them just the same in coming out to your friends. Just prepare yourself to losing some friends, even in today's age, where being gay is a lot more accepting than days of old. But definitely in high school, there's still those social cliques and that social dynamics and social structure that some friends may not accept you based on those. But I say if they can't accept you for who you are, then they weren't friends to begin with. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any other tips or want to expand on any of the tips I had given, leave a comment down below. So remember, peace, love, unity, respect. Peace out, guys.